Welcome back, everyone. So we are doing some Mortal Kombat 11, the final of the actual main story. Finally got around to doing the recording for it. I figured I'd do a little Resident Evil 4 stuff real quick because that's kind of easy. Doesn't take too long to do it. And give the channel a little something else besides just this. So now we're back, and we are ready to wrap up the main story before we start Aftermath. That's what it is. Which I love the Aftermath. I think the Aftermath campaign is better than the main campaign, honestly. Ah, man, she's too far away. Oh, wait. Oh, come on. No. Gotcha, Katana. You don't want this.
Our bond was no mistake.
Your ego knows no bounds.
I did not ask for this. It was thrust upon me.
It should have been me, Liu Kang, from the beginning. Thanks to Kronika, it will be. Fight.
Let's do it. Take out the Kung Lao of the past. You know, based off of like what Mortal Kombat 9 had in for, or not 9, X had with the whole Serena being freed, I really thought that this was going to take a different direction in freeing the Revenants. I thought it was going to be like an emotional situation. Through emotion, they would free them. Like, I thought Kung Jin would help to guide his cousin Kung Lao back to the living, and then from there you could get Liu Kang. That could lead to like Katana, eventually Sindel, Jade, all those characters. They could figure out a way to break free of the Revenant form, but unfortunately we never get that. We just sort of fuse Revenant Liu Kang with his past self and Raiden, and all the other Revenants are just kind of erased.
You were right to fear mine and Raiden's powers combined.
A demigod's power cannot rival that of an elder god. Cetrion! As you wish, Mother. You match me step for step.
Because your heart is not in the battle, Cetrion. You fight for your mother's vision. But as a goddess of virtue, you know that her desired balance is folly.
Heed me, Cetrion. He lacks our vision and wisdom.
Please. No virtue is served by condemning the realms to endless war.
The greatest virtue is abiding my mother's will, Liu Kang. I cannot fail.
The thing that bothers me about that, these two could literally form a deadly alliance on Liu Kang right now and take him on 2-on-1 and win instead of freaking one at a time. This is so stupid. Like, if you're this dumb as a villain, you deserve to lose. Because Quan Chi and Shang Tsung did that in the original timeline, and it worked wonders for them. They were taking everyone out. The only person that was able to actually defeat them was freaking Onaga, who was amped up by all the Kamidogu he had received from Shijinko. But like, no one else could defeat them. They defeated Liu Kang, but that was unfortunately an unfair fight because, you know, Quan Chi shoots him in the back unexpectedly. And then the Shao Kahn fight wasn't actually Shao Kahn, it was a clone, but it was obviously still a very powerful clone to replicate Shao Kahn. And then they defeat Raiden as well.
Your heart betrays you, Cetrion.
So Cetrion and Kronika should have learned from them.
Dearest Cetrion, you have done admirably. Yet there is one final service to perform. Yes, Mother. I understand.
Harakiri.
Oh, yeah. Seeing that makes me really hope that we get a chess combat one day, because I love that in Deception.
You will be exalted in the new era, Cetrion.
That was one of the things that you could do in Deception. You could sacrifice a character to make another character stronger. So that's what that reminds me of.
And you, Liu Kang, have failed! History rewinds, giving way to the new era.
No!
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
The realms as you knew them are undone, erased. You cannot save a future that no longer exists. There is only the new era.
Fight.
Okay, I hate fighting Kronika. You can't do anything against her. You just have to hit her with basic attacks. The bicycle kick doesn't work. You can't use your crushing blows or fatal blows. It's just like, it's so boring. She's definitely one of the worst villains from a combat standpoint, because even like Shinnok and Shao Kahn, you were allowed to do those things too. The only characters that I could think of are Onaga and Blaze, and the only handicap that you had on them was you could not oh my god, how is my health so low? God, I didn't think I was taking that much damage. Okay, well anyways, the thing that you couldn't do against them was you couldn't grab them with the R1 button. That was it. But with her,
Welcome to the dawn of time. Here history ends and begins again. Behold the start of the new era.
but with her, you just can't do anything but basic attacks.
I had intended to leave your destiny intact, Liu Kang, until Raiden went and made you immortal. Now you cannot be ignored.
Fight.
Another thing I'm really curious about with Kronika is like, she's the keeper of time, but like, what are the other Titans? What could possibly be their powers that makes them relevant to her? Because there are other Titans. That's been confirmed basically, so. Oh gosh, she's pulling people from other universes. Why is Rambo here? I was under the impression that only story mode characters appeared in this. I've never seen Rambo. I've only seen him pop up in like the ladder version, not the actual story mode. Got it. Okay, I didn't think I was gonna get that. I think there's one more fight.
With or without you, I will restore the timeline.
Throw more rocks, because that worked earlier.
Sculpting the sands of time requires great power and skill. You have neither, Liu Kang. You may be a god, but I am a titan.
You know, her powers haven't really been that impressive. She's throwing rocks at you like Ermac and Kenshi could be doing that right now. It's not that impressive. And her little time thing, I mean, yeah, cool, I guess. You can reverse me 2 seconds back. Great. Good for you. But without your little crown, you're like useless. You are literally the most pathetic villain in Mortal Kombat history. And I mean that as insultingly as possible. No respect at all. Come on, take that. There we go. Oh boy, Rambo again. Oh my god, I want to die. There's no way I'm gonna win this. She'll reverse me one time and it's over. God, it's so annoying fighting her, dude.
Let the new era begin.
Fool. Don't you know, as the player, I am the keeper of time, and I can reverse it unlimited amounts of times until I win. You are only a pretender of time, Kronika. I may not have a fancy crown on, but I got headphones on, so that counts as like a crown of time. Like, I don't think I wouldn't hate this fight as much if I could just use special moves on her. It's not just be limited to basic attacks. That's the only thing that irritates me. I want to bicycle kick it. Use combos like that. See, you try to do the long jump. God, why is that so OP? Like, what the crap? Like, dang. Chill out, lady. She reverses you and it's like a third of your life right there. Yeah, no figures. Alright, we're gonna skip this. I don't have time to watch this again. Please, you have to be able to skip it. There's no way. Okay.
Now you cannot.
I hate that it makes you watch like 10 seconds of it. Like, let me just skip it immediately. Come on. This is a PS4 game. There's really no excuse to have to sit here and wait. Oh my god, stop being such a distant fighter. Oh my god, dude, I just... Give me Shinnok again. Even though he's very spammy too with the whole, like, slamming your face into the amulet, where his amulet is. He'll spam that attack 1,000 times. Who won? Oh, good God. So aggravating. I hate this boss fight with a passion. Like, I cannot stand this. It's not as bad in Aftermath, though. Like, with Shang Tsung, it's so much better. I don't know why. I think his attacks are better to me. But doing this as Liu Kang is just such a chore. Please, a little faster.
There is only the new era.
Oh, God. I think that's why they made the Aftermath DLC, because they knew that Kronika was a lame villain. So like, we gotta bring somebody in that's actually good. Oh God, screw you, Rexy. Go back to Jurassic World, assuming you're in that movie, because I haven't seen it yet. God, take some damage, lady. God. I hate when I forget how to use buttons all of a sudden. Like, come on. Jeez. Oh my God. Oh, I hate this so much. Please let me skip it already. Jesus Christ, you make me watch half the video. That's what I was saying a second ago. Like, this is a PS4 game. Like, for the love of God, load time should not be a thing by now. I'm hoping to get my hands on a PS5 already. Like, dear God. I've registered for both the Amazon alert and the actual like PlayStation Store alert. Trying to get my hands on one for RE4 remake and stuff next year. Dear God, it's ridiculous how bad the stock issue has been. Like, come on, it's not 2020 anymore, people. Get y'all's workers back in there and start making those inhibitor chips that the thing needs. Alright, come on, just die. Alright, can I skip this cutscene again? I don't really need to see them talk.
With or without you, I will restore the timeline.
Okay, good. I don't need to listen to any of this trash about you being a titan, and me being a god, and there really being no difference to that at all. It's like, what scale of god does Liu Kang even scale to himself realistically? I mean, an elemental protector god fused with two mortals, or a mortal and a revenant, and now all of a sudden we're like Titan plus levels. Just, I don't get it. Dear God, would you just die, lady? It's also kind of weird that like Kronika can be killed, you know, but Shinnok and Elder God and all these other Elder Gods could not be killed unless done by Kronika somehow. Even before we were told that's impossible. Oh God, stop being cheap. Fight me. Sitting here using space rocks all the time. Jeez. God! I just want it to end already. So sick of this. This is the only fight in the whole game that I'm just like, the hell with it. It's the worst fight. Because back in the day, it was Onaga. I used to hate fighting Onaga in the 3D era. Unless you were Shijinko or Liu Kang with the bicycle kick, he was always a pain in my opinion. But he was at least doable because he had like the little amulets, or not the amulets, the Kamidogu that you could use to like stun him for a moment. This is just BS. I get no special attacks, I get no fatal blows, no crushing blows. I'm just forced to jump and kick and uppercut, and that's the powers that I get. Meanwhile, she gets everything on her plate. But they want us to believe Liu Kang's her equal, but he can't match her like she can do us. Just irritating. Like little things like this, and then Shao Kahn in MK9, I used to hate his OP X-ray that took out like 70% of your health bar just from the X-ray. And I remember that X-ray too. He like slams you with his hammer, crushes you onto the ground and stuff, and your health is just gone. Come on, stop teleporting. Fight. Boom, the firework in her face. Yeah, we get it. Alright, yeah, let's skip
They
this.
have no future unless I create it.
Oh, it was
The future
different.
you offer is not worth living. It will not come to pass.
Oh, it's a different cutscene when you're in the prehistoric timeline still. Okay. I forgot. I know this is the non-canon ending though, because Aftermath sort of debunks it. This is the one that like takes us with Katana if I can beat her here. Matter of fact, I think if I beat her right here, that's it. There won't be another time I have to deal with her. It's also weird that she's like constantly selecting the same character for me to fight in a... Oh, come on, that's so cheap.
I control your fate.
If you do, just make me dust. It's weird that she's using Sindel only, because I could have swore, I remember she would always summon random characters throughout, like in Ladderman. No, stop it. Stop it. Oh my God. Just want it to end already, for the love of God. Yeah, I know you're gonna make me watch half the thing
Now
for some
you
stupid
cannot
reason.
be ignored.
Get Fujin in here to fuse with me as well, so I can do like super OP. Oh, come on. Oh, good God, stop it. I was in the air. How did a low attack hit me? Oh, good God. Attack. Just die, just die. Thank you. Good Lord. It's like been forever.
Is finished, Liu Kang.
Lord Raiden.
I am merely Raiden now. You have proven worthy to take my place as the new protector of Earthrealm, once it is restored.
You honor me, Raiden.
The honor is mine, Lord Liu Kang. The sands of time are now yours to shape. It falls upon you to architect a new history.
The fate of all realms in my hands? Raiden, I cannot do this alone.
I shall advise you for as long as my mortality allows. But have no doubt, you are up to the task.
Then together, let us begin.
All right, there we go. So that is the pain and the butt fight of Kronika. Like, dear God, it's so annoying. So that's the main story of Mortal Kombat 11. And like I said, I will be doing Aftermath and knocking that out. And I like the Aftermath story more. I just think it's a little better. You know, I like the whole Shang Tsung plotting, you know, behind the scenes and everything, and just that whole dynamic. And then at the end, you get to choose between Liu Kang or Shang Tsung. And I think Shang Tsung just makes for a better final boss. You know, like I say, Kronika, they didn't do well with Kronika. This is the first new boss of the NetherRealm era. Like, which is also really crazy to think about, because the Mortal Kombat NetherRealm era has been around since 2011, because that's when Mortal Kombat 9 came out to reboot the series. And here we are, this game came out in 2019. So it's just kind of weird that it took that long for the NetherRealm era to come out with its first unique boss. You know, with Kronika, because before that it was Shao Kahn and Shinnok the last two games, and those guys they've been around. Shao Kahn is like the face of the main villains within the franchise, and then Shinnok was the main villain in Mortal Kombat 4, so they were originally Midway villains back in the day. So it's kind of funny that NetherRealm Studios, this is their very first boss. So it would be interesting to see what direction they take it for MK12. Will they recycle another Midway era main boss, like a lot of people are saying Onaga could potentially reappear, or will they come up with something else, some new original character? Because we know that the Titans are now a thing, so it is possible that maybe another Titan emerges or something like that. But based off of the way it all ends, it seems like we're going to go back to another tournament type of thing. And so if it's another situation like that with some type of tournament, then maybe it's a different twist on Shang Tsung, or because he gets taken out obviously, but who knows? Who knows? Hopefully we'll get something on MK12 soon enough, because it has been a couple of years, but we shall see in the future. I'm going to end this one here, and I shall see you all on the next one. See you then.